spectacular.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I feel like I'm being transported somewhere. I absolutely love coming down to Little Italy. Not only do they have an incredible vibe, but as many know, I love food, and Little Italy has become synonymous with celebrity chefs all over the world. Jesse's invited me out to a new hot spot in Little Italy that checks off all those boxes, and what's more, I hear they're a great catch. Jesse, we're back in Little Italy, which means Little Italy, great food, but it's not pasta, and we're going for a little bit more under the sea, right?
Under the sea, specifically from sea to sandwich. We're at Supernatural Foods, and we're here with head chef and GM, Sean.
That is correct.
Wow.
Thanks for having us, Sean.
Such a
Thanks for
pleasure.
coming. We're excited to have you.
So I've never heard of Supernatural sandwiches, but Jesse raves about it, which he found on social media, right?
Yeah, I mean, of course, that's the best way. I mean, that's the way we find some of our hidden gems. Not only do you guys have a strong following, but some of those photos, and as you can see, that's what led me here.
We honestly train our staff in the back of the house on that quality just to make sure that it's top notch at all times.
Well, you eat with your eyes too, right?
my gosh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the smell is amazing. But what makes Supernatural sandwiches? I mean, how did you even get started?
Personally, my story is a little bit shorter with the group, but honestly, I've watched them from day one. It was really cool to see an idea conceptualized from a bunch of restaurant guys who grew up together, literally running the streets, having fun, and then decided one day, one thing that I don't see on average in our business, because they distributed, they did all of it, was seafood that was accessible like a burger. So they
That's
said,
very true.
seafood sandwiches, let's do this. And the farmer's market location was born.
Awesome. So you literally saw it from an idea
Yes.
to now multiple locations.
In 2011, it started from, like I said, a group of guys just talking about it, and it became overnight a sensation within San Diego. Their following just continued to blow up day by day, and it was astounding to see.
I love it. Love it.
And so what is, I mean, I think this is one of your staple sandwiches,
This is
right?
definitely, this is our Zagat iconic siren sandwich. We do a
Siren.
spicy garlic shrimp. We do a nice light garlic sauce with it. It's gonna be on our Supernatural side of sandwiches, so it's not overly heavy, but it definitely hits all the flavors that you're gonna want out of a classic shrimp sandwich.
Right.
And you have two sides to that menu, right?
We do.
Okay.
We try to you actually have two great representations here. This is going to be more of our Supernatural side, lighter, seafood flavor forward, and then we go for the Sinister side, which is, I mean, it's gluttonous and ridiculous and delicious on every
I
level.
like the name Sinister.
Where do the fries fall in?
The fries fall in every single day. You want a French fry? This is the fry that you're looking for, because our Triton fries have scallops, they have delicious crispy shrimp, our Patagonia red shrimp on them, and then our house-made sauces, that avocado ponzu with our cheese sauce.
I can taste that. That's what I'm tasting right now.
It's addictive.
Wow.
So everything is farm to table. You make everything fresh, the cheese sauces, the sauces themselves, right?
Local, sustainable, organic whenever possible. We're very fortunate to work with some really cool local distributors with Catalina Offshore. Tommy Gomes himself, the man, is hooking us up with OPA here at this location specifically, to where we're gonna do 8 different cuts and change it on the regular. You're gonna see stuff that you've never seen before in San Diego.
Now, I've heard a rumor, because this is a seafood place, I've heard a rumor that there's going to be a wing night. So tell us about that.
Yeah, how's that work?
We're getting really excited to launch what we're calling Wing Wednesdays, where we're gonna feature an off-cut, something that most people don't utilize in every fish, and that's the collar. We've got this killer recipe where we lightly fry them, we glaze it with a house-like fish sauce, chili oil mixture, fresh lime, cilantro. It's something that if you haven't tried, it's one of the best bites on the fish.
No, I can't wait.
And I mean, you're doing a lot of stuff like that, where it's bringing attention to seafood how it's never really been. Like you said, it's always, you know, either a fine dining, never really accessible.
And that's the goal with it, is to make everybody fall in love with seafood the way that
Right?
most
Well,
San Diegans.
I just fell in love with this. What is this one again?
That's the Triton fries.
Oh my gosh. But you're not just food either, you have drinks,
Yes.
which is perfect.
Absolutely. The Triton fries, honestly, with our hazy IPA that we have on tap right now, is by far one of the best combinations that you're going to get at any San Diego bar.
I love that. So you're pairing it too.
Absolutely.
It's not just by accident.
We are focused on every level of who we're working with when. We've got great relationships with the local breweries. We go down to the breweries themselves before they do a new batch, whether it be specialty or otherwise, and we figure out the best way that we can create specials that pair with that. Because we like to be the first people to bring it in.
Yeah, I love that. Speaking of local relationships, we can't not but notice the bread here.
Yes.
Right, so tell us about that.
Bread and Sea out of Hillcrest, and they've
I
got a couple
love
other.
Bread and Sea.
I feel like
I
you say
knew
that
it.
in San Diego, everybody knows that that's where the
Everybody
best
knows.
bread.
But it is the best bread. Like, they are incredible.
They hooked us up so much by creating this specifically for our design. We use the same lobster style brioche loaves across the board, but we cut them differently for our unique needs. So our melts are a different cut versus our pocket bread, which is more of a traditional lobster roll style. But the level of buttery goodness in each bite to it pairs with the seafood on a new level.
I love it. I love it. Now, every location you have has a few unique sandwiches to that location, right?
Absolutely. We're a little bit more, I don't want to say the word refined in Little Italy, but we're shooting for the audience. We're shooting for the people who are looking for that special occasion. So we're throwing out a couple of new fun items. We've got our Cantonese style lobster roll that doesn't exist at any of the other locations.
Wow.
So it's got that little fried light lobsterness to it, but we've got the fish sauce reduction, fresh jalapenos for heat.
Complex.
This is gourmet food.
Very
What are we
complex.
saying?
Yes, exactly.
Right?
And that's what we're trying to introduce to people, is that you don't have to have the white linen tablecloths, you don't have to spend through the nose for your great food.
Yeah.
And that's what it boils down
Quality.
to us.
And it shows because, I mean, the passion, the way you speak about this food.
I'm the lucky one, honestly. I've been in the industry for 15, 20 years myself, but pairing up with these guys was a dream for me. They had the bones there for what I've honestly believe could be one of the best concepts that I've ever been a part of. And to be able to get a little creative in San Diego with the local providers, I mean,
yeah.
the seafood alone.
What
No
better
comments.
place?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to make some noise on Lifestyles because I think you just made a lot of fish fans. I know where to find you now.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, thank you so much to introducing me to Supernatural. This is amazing. Mark, well, we're here in Pacific Beach, my stomping grounds, and your stomping grounds of how long now?
30 years.
30 years.
Seems like just yesterday I was running around this town with, you know, beach cruisers and having fun. Now I'm married with a couple boys, so yeah, it's awesome.
Right? Well, that's what I love about Pacific Beach. It's full of the lifestyle, whether it's biking, surfing, but what's also cool is the people here work hard. So there's a lot of entrepreneurs here in Pacific Beach too.
You're absolutely right. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things, work hard, play hard.
And even on a day like this,
I know, I woke up this morning, it's pouring down rain.
Pouring rain.
And now it's like, whoa, I can't even see anything.
that's a little bright.
It is.
I think we need some sunglasses.
Let's do it, come on.
I think we found the spot.
We did. Tawny, meet Chase.
Hi, Chase. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
CEO and founder, built this brand. This is Blenders.
Quite the brand.
Welcome.
Well, I think we hit sunglass heaven. So how did you find about this place?
You know, it's awesome. As we talked about, I've been at PB for a bunch of years, but my brother-in-law came down and they were heading to Cabo. They're originally from Oregon and forgot his shades. I'm like, I know the spot. So we hopped in the golf cart, we cruised up, came in here, and we were like, man, this place is awesome. So we tried on like 15, 20 different pair of shades, and he ended up getting himself a pair, his daughter a pair, and his wife a pair.
I love it.
yeah.
You probably love
That's
it,
exactly
right?
why we exist, you know?
Nice.
So when did you get Blenders started? Because I mean, you guys are blowing up.
Trying to, you know?
Trying-
Yeah.
Staying humble.
No, for sure. Yeah, we started in 2012. You know, I started actually like a year out of college. The whole idea came from like when I was going to see one of my favorite DJs at a nightclub. I wore some neon green sunglasses I bought from Target. And long story short, everyone was like, oh my God, those are cool, where'd you get them? And it's like, boom, that was the idea. Like it happened on the dance floor. and I was a surf instructor at that time, so
You saw the demand.
Just saw the demand. I saw a hole in the market to create a better mousetrap for a product that needed a complete revamp. You know, at that time, it was really difficult to find shades at a good price that were cool and San Diego based with a cool story. So I was like, what better place to do this than San Diego?
And I think that's what's great too, because what buddy can come in and buy 6 pairs of sunglasses and not be broke by the end of the day?
Exactly.
You make your glasses amazing, but affordable.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, that's like the whole idea. You know, we're at like the intersection between lifestyle and active. Really like our glasses to kind of portray that San Diego lifestyle that we live. So yeah, we draw inspiration from everywhere.
No, that's fantastic. And being a San Diego State grad myself, I hear you are too, and quite the entrepreneur.
Yes, I am a San Diego State grad. 5.5 years it took me to get out, but still made it out.
But look at what you built now.
Yeah.
So what makes Blender eyewear different? I'm sure we can see it color-wise, but what makes it different from all the other brands?
I mean, like our business model is very disruptive by nature. Like the traditional eyewear market is just like really high price, wholesale. So our model is just disruptive by nature. Our colors, our styles are really like flashy and wild. And also just we've kind of created our own price point, right? I mean, like there really wasn't this price point that existed when we started. So we kind of created our own little market for it. And then just our ability just to kind of bring out new styles consistently and kind of evolve through social media has really played to our strengths.
Durable, and then you know what? If you break them, it's okay, because you can get another fantastic pair. Because this guy does some crazy stuff, living the crazy lifestyle.
I mean,
Well, yeah, exactly. That's the one thing is like, even with my kids, because they have a pair, and that's one of those things like kids will just take it and throw it. I'm like, normally you'd be like, no. I mean, obviously you're not gonna buy your kids expensive pairs, but the cool part about it is like, if you lose them, misplace them, something like that, you're like, all right, I'm gonna go get another pair.
Right,
Because normally for the price of blenders, you can get 3 for the price of 1.
totally.
So yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And nowadays, I feel like your sunglasses are like your badge, your identity, right? So you're always, no matter what,
course.
it's really cool. It's like the style.
It's your statement piece, you know.
Yeah.
It's the first thing you look at when you like meet someone. You look at their face, and like so, it's a really cool kind of like finishing touch on an outfit. And we go crazy with the colors because that's what Blenders is, you know.
So the colors came from because you loved the colors when you were in the club, that style of sunglasses, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a bright colored kid in general. You know what I mean? I've always I mean, she's got yellow shirt on, you know. So I've always
Come on now.
I've always loved bright colors myself. But just San Diego lifestyle is really vibrant, right? It's just bright in general. So we draw inspiration from that, and then just be able to, you know, different colors and patterns, and just to kind of reflect that is always really fun.
And high quality too.
Quality that is really like durable, that really like can withstand some of like the lifestyle stuff that we like to do. I mean, we make our shades on the identity that people are going out, they're doing their favorite things, they're following their favorite passions. They want to leave their Ray-Bans at home because they don't want to break them, so they carry their blenders and stuff. So it's kind of become this like cool like identity with your favorite passion.
You got some pretty cool people repping your blenders too.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. We sponsor a lot of different people. Like when I was a kid, I grew up as a competitive surfer, so I was always like trying to get sponsored by companies and like reaching out to brands, and now I'm on the other side of it.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to kind of see the other side. But yeah, we work with anyone from, you know, DJs, musicians, creatives, photographers, surfers, snowboarders, all different types of athletes
Real
and stuff like
estate
that.
agents.
Yeah, real estate agents.
Yeah, you gotta rock them. You gotta look cool when you show houses.
Of course, for
It's all
sure.
of them.
I mean, even like, you know, it's funny because one of your, my friends own Pacific Beach bikes, and I went in there and they had a blenders display. I'm like, oh, those are sick. Like, I didn't even, it's in a bike shop. And I was like, man, those would be perfect for 4th of July. So I grabbed them because they were just a fun, vibrant, cool. And I wore them and like, everyone was like, hey, where'd you get those? And my kids still wear them.
Perfect. See?
Anyway.
He had his night at the club just like I did, you
All
know?
the compliments.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You become a walking billboard with how cool these glasses are, but you're not just doing glasses, you do goggles too.
Yeah.
We're so close, people forget, always, you know, sunny San Diego, but the mountains are literally an hour and a half away.
Yeah, so we expanded our goggle line, which is really cool, just like a natural progression of sunglasses, right? We want to connect that customer journey from really anything that they do in life, whether they're jumping out of an airplane, they're going to Coachella, they're going to the beach, they're going snowboarding, they're going skiing. Like, we want to be a one-stop shop brand for all, and the goggles have been huge. So fingers crossed for a good winter.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Bring the snow.
Yes, and the snow. Being a disruptor, what do you have coming up? What's up your sleeve? You got some
Dude.
expansions, because you guys have just blown everything out of the water.
Trying to. We're trying to do the best we can, but yeah, no, we got a lot of really exciting stuff for the future. You know, we just opened up our first flagship store, like which you're in right now, which is pretty sweet.
Which is amazing.
So we're doing a lot of stuff with that. We want to open up more locations. We were looking at international to kind of expand throughout the, you know, to the different countries and stuff like that. prescription, as well as just new category expansion, things like that. So won't give all the secrets just yet, but we got a lot of good stuff on the horizon.
Nice. Well, I feel like we get the VIP tour, so I know we came in for some sunglasses.
For sure, you guys got to put some on.
Let's check them out. Heck yeah.
For sure.
Let's not forget about the snow season.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, you're right. Yes, can't forget about snow. This is like a newer frame that we came out with from previous. It's fully magnetic. If you want to add some serious swagger to your snowdrop, this is where you come.
Oh, you're trying to say I don't have no serious
Oh,
swagger?
you got some swagger for sure. Yeah.
I see all the double stripe here.
The two stripes. So those are the iconic blender stripes. Those mean life and forward motion.
I
So
like
just
it.
kind of a constant symbol of like passion and progress. Stripe 1 is where you are now, and stripe 2 is where you want to be. So just like always moving forward, just a reminder that, you know,
Right.
always to be evolving as a person, professionally, whatever you're doing.
Well, it was tough, but I think I found my pair of shades.
Solid.
I definitely got mine.
So thanks for having us, Chase.
Thanks for coming
Awesome.
in. Stoked.
Boom.
Well, Mark, I think we just became two of the coolest people in PB.
We're living life in forward motion.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Woo!
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas here in Coronado.
Yes, Jen, welcome to Coronado on this very special day.
It seems like something magical is happening. Everybody, I think, from the island and folks just from general San Diego are out here ready to celebrate.
Yes, today is actually the day that Coronado starts the Christmas celebration. We start at the ferry landing. There is snow that's put together there for the kids to go and play. And then Christmas carols, Christmas parade, the tree lighting ceremony, and then our own Coronado Community Concert Band plays. It's such a sweet day.
Wow, so families, all ages, they come out. Do they get to see Santa? Does he make an appearance?
Of course he does. That's a big surprise at the end of the parade.
Wow.
It's so neat. People get dressed up. You'll see the Christmas lights, the reindeers, the Santa Claus, the Mrs. Santa. But it's actually a really nice tradition. We're actually celebrating 44 years of this parade. So that's actually something really special. Coronado's a magical place, and this is just one other example of that.
Well, it seems like the holiday festivities are kicking into high gear, so I can't wait to explore.
Yes, what I love about this day is that the entire community comes out to celebrate. The businesses do an open house, friends, family, the community comes out and celebrates. Let's see who we bump into today.
I love it. Let's go. The parade is officially underway, and we've already run into somebody you know.
Yes, meet Irene. Hi, everybody. How are you? Irene is one of my closest friends here in Coronado. I love spending time with her. We actually met over 10 years ago at a community charity event. And since then, we've developed a relationship. She owns a hotel here in town.
Fantastic.
Yes, so awesome. And we just love spending time together.
Yeah, Edith has been an amazing friend over the years, and she sold to our family and friends lots of properties. Excellent realtor, and she's a beautiful human being.
Wow.
We just all love you, the community.
I love that. What a special friendship you guys have.
It is.
And it seems very fitting that you would come out to events like this. If you're saying that you met in the community, it seems like the Coronado community offerings just keep on giving, right?
You know, it's just a very tight community, a wonderful, magical town. We know each other. You bump into each other's. If you go to the supermarket, you bump into someone for sure. It's very nice, and it's a beautiful way to live here.
Yeah, and tonight is no exception. A lot of holiday festivities happening
definitely.
right now. But you have kids, so I would imagine that a parade is very exciting.
They're very excited. I have a 9-year-old and a 10-year-old, and they're actually extremely excited here. And they've been waiting for this day for a month. So Yeah, it's crazy. They lit up the Christmas tree, and everyone goes wild. And it's just a very special, easy thing we do, but we love it. Yeah.
So they closed down Edith, they closed down the main strip, and people just line up and set their chairs out?
Yes, so it's one of those special days where they close Orange Avenue from 7th all the way to the Hotel Del. What city does that? What city actually blocks off? So if you look around, everyone's walking around with a drink on hand, celebrating the beginning of the Christmas season.
I think I see maybe some Santa hats, and I see some cheerleaders coming, and a few school bands.
The bands, actually one of my favorite bands is the Navy Band actually performs, and it's just the nicest thing.
Wow, and what about you? What's your favorite happening here tonight?
Oh, well, definitely when Santa lit up the Christmas tree. Yes, because when my son was younger, he ran into Santa and he carried him, and so it's a good memory for us to remember that.
Now, have you been checking out the local businesses, what they're giving out?
They're giving out coffee, cookies. It's just, they even food for the dogs, you know, for the pets. It's just awesome.
Yeah, I saw a few Santa paws wearing their little holiday pup sweaters, and everybody goes out for the parade.
Yes.
And support the local community.
Yes.
Give back to the local businesses and running into friends and family. Fantastic. Again, we've run into somebody that you know from the community. Evan, nice to meet you.
Great to meet you too, thanks.
Evan is also part of the Salas Properties team.
Fantastic. So you guys, I'm sure, are very involved in the community. Come out to the tree lighting every year?
Every year. I've lived here since 1988 and come every year. It's a great event.
Explain to us the atmosphere that you're experiencing tonight. A lot of fun, a lot of families.
Well, I mean, a lot of people think Coronado is a resort town or a visitor town or a touristy town, but it really is a family town. And tonight, all the people come out. I think I heard there were 1,800 participants just in the parade alone, and I'm certain that the number of people in the crowd probably were 10 times that, so it was awesome.
So at the tree lighting tonight, we're not only running into your friends and co-workers, but there were a lot of people out here tonight, like the mayor even.
And I think we had the entire city council there tonight. You mentioned the mayor, but also the city council. I think the city manager was there, so it's a community effort for sure.
I love it. So once the parade is done and Santa goes on his sleigh back to the North Pole, what are you going to do with the rest of your evening?
We're actually going to go
This is just the beginning.
eat maybe some drinks, adult beverages.
A lot of fun. Well,
it is.
From Halloween to Christmas, the celebration really never stops in Coronado.
Yes. Stay tuned for more, and thank you so much for coming.
Thanks so much for inviting me. This is my first tree lighting in Coronado, and it certainly did not disappoint. I just love it, and I'll be back for the next festive event.
Yes, we look forward to it.
Great.